make up for them before the next Ramadan. Oh, so what's ended up happening is I've left it and left it and left it these last 4 days, and obviously the next Ramadan's come around. And I'm like, oh right, I've got to make up for these last 4 days from last year. Yeah. Well, if I'd done them in the winter, obviously the days are shorter, so it would have been a lot easier. Well, I've left it right to the beginning this year, which was springtime. The nights was just breaking. I absolutely. So I ended up doing 4 more days than everybody, but I did end up missing 2
I
in
never knew
Ramadan.
that.
So I've got to do 2 before and the next one might be 2 or
Wow.
3.
I really didn't know that. I learned that today. Like, so if you miss some of the fasting days, you're supposed to make up for it.
Make up from before the next Ramadan, yeah.
Okay. What's the biggest thing Islam has taught you?
The biggest thing, do you know what it's given me? It's given me a peace of mind, and do you know what? Even like, I don't know why it is, but I wouldn't say I'm a very judgmental person, because I'm not. But I'd maybe question what other people do. That's more. You could probably say that's judging. Like, why would he want to do that, or why would you want to do that? It's actually given me a lot more peace of mind. Like, if he's at peace and that's what he wants to do, then let him be. The world's better off being a peaceful place. It's better off with less opinions, if you want the truth. If everybody had the same opinion, everybody would get on, and there would be no aggravation, would there? But also, it's really, really, really put me in the present. It really has. And every time I think about it, it puts me straight back in the present. Is because, I'm thankful for what I've got, but I'm always praying for more, if that makes sense. I thank God every single day for what I've got, and that I'm healthy, my family's healthy, and everything's good. And I pray that I want to do more and I want to be more successful. But I'm at peace if I'm not more successful. I think to myself, thank God that I've come this far, and thank God that I've done this. Before, my mind was like, oh, I haven't done that. Why haven't I done it? Oh, why can't I do that? It was like an aggressive way of thinking. And it's actually not like, now I come out, I'm relaxed. I'm not quiet. But if I'm entering a business deal, for example, I'm not like, I want to get this done, because if I get this done, it's going to make more money. I can get people in it a lot quicker. It's like, all in God's time. I've got this far. Let's push it forward.
I hear you. Is there something that it's not gone so well while you're having this
Loads
new
of things.
that you having these new beliefs and stuff as well? Is there anything that's not gone so well that you think, do you know what, like, or you met different Muslims from different parts of the world? Do you know what I mean? If some you get Muslims from Dubai, Muslims from Pakistan, Muslims from Middle East, is there a certain group that you've said, look, I want to be part of this religion, I really enjoy the faith, but there's a certain group of like cultural differences rather than the religion side? Have you ever
I
encountered
don't
that?
understand. What do you mean? Say that again.
Have you ever been around like any Muslims from different parts of the world
Yeah, loads.
that you feel that there's a certain cultural difference within the Muslims?
Oh, there's a massive cultural difference between everybody. I was in Saudi Arabia in February this year. I went and done my Umrah, if you know what that is. And to see all the different Muslims there is a madness. I've seen how I must have seen one of it. There must have been a Muslim from every single country. Must have been.
How did you feel
With all
doing your
different
Umrah?
cultures. How did I feel doing my Umrah? Very special, very, 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 very good. I felt like the best way for me, like I felt clean and I felt cleansed. Like I really felt like I'd really done a good thing and that my prayers was answered. And I felt, do you know what? It was good. It was really good to see how, what's great, especially for somebody like me, is to be stripped of everything that we have, wrap ourselves in towels, and put it somewhere with 100, 200, 300, or 400,000 people walking in a circle. That's powerful when you're there doing that.
Energy.
All for the sake of God. When you come, like, just saying that just puts goose pimples on me.
Do you still have any sort of faith in Christianity at all?
I believe in God. It's not that I don't not have faith in Christianity. I do. The only thing, I don't believe that Jesus Christ was God. That's it. I believe in God. I've never really read the Bible from back to front. I don't need to. However, I haven't got anybody. I've the most utmost respect for Christians and what they do and how they go away for their religion. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not that I'm saying that they're wrong. I just disagree. I believe that God is God. There is no others. He has no brothers. He has no sisters. He's there by himself. Right, God is God, and that makes so much more sense to me. And that was also another reason that I genuinely believed that before I turned to Islam. Before I become a Muslim, I believed that there is a God. I always anybody that asked me, they said, "Do you believe in a higher power? Do you believe in God?" I said, "Yes, I do. I believe in God." I said, "There must be a God." We could sit here for hours and debate about how the earth started and how the first form of life. There is one simple answer. It is God. There must have been a creator somewhere along the line, which was obviously God.
Alfie, we've spoke about God
Mm-hmm.
and your faith. We've spoke about your granddad. We spoke about your father. Tell me a little bit about your mum.
Oh, my mum's the best. She's a good woman. She's helped me an awful lot throughout my life with odds and ends and jobs. You know, do you know what? Probably stuff, a lot of paperwork she's helped with, a lot of stuff that I couldn't do. I've been very blessed with a very good family, very good parents, and very good grandparents. It's actually really funny when people criticise me that I'm, oh, your dad's done this, your dad's done that. Do you know what? My granny and grandparents have done an awful lot also, but they don't even get any credit. They don't even get mentioned. My mum's done an awful lot for me. My dad's given me very solid and very good advice and tried to steer me in the right direction. But I've been very, very headstrong from being a young age and doing what I want to do and being, I would rather foul being my own man than be successful being someone's puppet, whether that may be my dad's or anybody. I'd rather do my own thing and not make it a success so I can speak off the back of my own experiences.
Do you think men and women are equal?
No, I don't. Not at all.
Do you think we have different roles?
What do you mean?
Does a man and a woman have different roles where in today's society you get more feminism, women want more like high profile jobs,
But
CEOs?
they can get them. They can get them. I believe it. Like, listen, they do deserve these jobs, and I'm not saying they're not all for men. There's thousands of women out there that's 10 times clever. They've forgot more than I'll ever know. Forgot more than I'll ever know. Right? But there's also a lot of men out there that are also cleverer than me, forgot more than I know. However, for a woman, physically, they're smaller usually. They're weaker. Their bone density is smaller. So okay. So they want higher role jobs. Okay, why don't they start welding? I'm sure there are very few welders out there or jobs that take on heavy lifting. They want to leave them to the man's job. Why do they want to leave them to the man's job? Well, if you're the same, you get out there, you carry it. You understand where I'm coming from, and that's just the way that I see it. I'm not saying that women are. I'm not saying we're above women because we're not. But our role as men are leaders. We make the decisions. We're stronger in physically and I believe in many cases mentally. A woman's touch to things can be extremely good, but sometimes women could. I don't know how to explain this without coming across very sexist, and I'm not sexist, not one bit, because I've got a mum and I've got a sister and I love them very dearly. However, I wouldn't put them in a job role that they couldn't take. My sister is the director of Wildcrest Parks. My dad didn't pass on my dad didn't pass on the business to me. My dad's left to Monaco. My sister is now the director of my dad's multi-billion-pound company. However, it's just I think it's the physical side of things that I don't really get my head round. There's women clever and are more than capable of having CEO or director or chairman or whatever it may be. Like I say, there's some very extremely good entrepreneurial women out there, and a credit to them. But like I say, the physical side of jobs. Yeah, but listen, I've seen a million podcasts come out and say, like, if you was in no discredit to any fire women out there, but you know, if you was a big lad or you was a small lad and you was stuck in a fire, who would you want to come and rescue you? Would you want a small petite woman or would you want a big muscly man?
It's true.
You
I
know,
mean,
this is just how I see it.
we had a music artist here
Mhm.
last week as well. I don't know if you know Friends